Hi guys, it's Quasi here, and in today's video I wanted to talk to you about confidence. Now, I've been seeing like a lot of people have been asking, hey, how do I get more confidence so I can get more sales? How can I get more confidence so I can lead my team? How can I get more confidence so I can achieve X, Y, and Z? So in today's video, I want to give you a no bullshit advice of how I went from really shy, really timid, whether this be in business when I first started off, or whether this be in dating, how I didn't feel good about myself and how I went from that point to starting to become more confident. So stick around to the end. I hope this is valuable for you because I do want to keep it real short. And this is, as you can see by the environment, it's really casual. I'm at home right now. It's a beautiful Saturday. So yeah, let's get started. So what prompted this video was me just thinking about my journey and how confidence gets put into the spotlight a lot. Like everyone's looking for a little bit more confidence. People who are generally shy, timid, who don't have a rooted self-image, they don't feel too strongly about themselves, they start to question, well, the reason I'm not successful in any of these areas in my life, the reason I can't get that promotion, the reason I can't get those clients is because I'm not confident in myself. And a lot of starting entrepreneurs have that. They don't have any real conviction in themselves. And this lack of conviction prevents them from doing the things that they want to do. Now, it's not really the confidence that prevents them from doing it. It's because they believe they need confidence. They need something. And obviously, this is a false belief because this is something we get conditioned with. So let's begin with why you're not confident in the first place. I want to ask you that question. Why do you think you're not confident in the first place? What makes you think you're not confident? More often than not, it's something, some event in childhood that happens that makes you less confident in yourself. Okay? And it's when we subscribe to societal beliefs about who we should be, how we're supposed to be, and what we're supposed to want. When we subscribe to all of these things, we start to believe, oh, wait a second, I don't like that, I don't like this, I'm lost in life. When you are lost in life and you're not clear about what it is you want, where it is you want to go, who it is you need to be, you're just not, you don't understand yourself. When all of those things are not in line, you're not going to feel like you're in alignment. If you're not in alignment, you won't be confident. So confidence is a byproduct of clarity, just getting clearer about yourself, what you want, what you like, what you dislike, and just owning them, giving yourself permission to own them. So when we grow up, we're taught to like something and to dislike something else. We're taught that we should go into this career and not go into that career. We should do this in business. We shouldn't do that in business. And all of this questioning brings us into more and more uncertainty, and we don't have confidence. And I learned this from one of my friends, one of my golfing buddies, who never listens to any advice. He just finds stuff himself. He's just like, he's kind of this arrogant character. And I actually totally admire it because he just doesn't question. He's like, yeah, man, I've been doing this. He's like 37 years old. He's like, yeah, man, I hope he's not watching this. But he's like, yeah, man, I've been doing this for a long time. I know what works for me and I know what doesn't. So a lot of people start to gain more confidence later on in life. The question is, how can we get to that stage sooner rather than later? And when I got started off in this journey, I tried so hard to get confident. I looked at all of the videos, I looked at all of the damn affirmations, told them to myself, and don't get me wrong, they do work. They're a good starting point, but they're not the end, okay? As you get to a certain point in your journey, you see that those things are gimmicks. They don't really give you the kind of result that you're looking for, okay? So I want to share with you what the main way to gain confidence is. The number one way to gain confidence is through clarity. First of all, getting clear on what I want, what I like, who I am, where I want to go, right? If you answer these questions, you'll gain more confidence. If you can confidently answer these questions and you can say, no, I like this and I don't like that. You're very clear about what you want, but you're also open to experimenting. It doesn't mean you become rigid. So if you are someone who's taken the Myers-Briggs, once you start to get more like a J personality type, like there's INTJ. If you're more of a P personality type, you'll start to assume characteristics of a J when you become more confident. People who are P are more prospecting, they're more open to different things, and they start to question themselves, and they're a little bit more uncertain. And especially people with, I think towards the end, there's the T or the A, right? You can be an INTJ A or INTJ T. So there's a difference between a turbulent personality type and an assertive one. So when you have a JA, I believe mine's like an ENTJA, you're more like assertive and confident, but the problem then becomes you're too rigid in your ways, which is something that I struggle with. Sometimes I get way too rigid. When I believe one marketing strategy or one vehicle is going to succeed, I'm reluctant to experiment, and that can keep me stuck because I don't introduce a lot of chaos. I don't try new things. I'm very comfortable doing what's working, and I'm reluctant to try new things. So when you understand these things about yourself, you can't help but be confident. So when you understand yourself, you get clarity on yourself and how you operate. Every single human being is unique. When you understand this, you're naturally going to get confident. So the second way to become more confident is, there's really no easy way to say it, it's through competence, okay? So if you start off in business and you're like, hey, I want to become more confident at selling, how the fuck are you supposed to get more confident if you haven't even spoken to a prospect yet? So people have these unrealistic expectations of what's supposed to happen because they look at social media. They look at what other people are doing and other people try to sell them. They're like, hey, here is this confidence guide which you can use. You just huff and puff your chest and you'll become more confident. That is a good start. It's great, but it's not going to help you sustain confidence. It's going to help you gain confidence, but not sustain it. So the best way to gain confidence is to give up the idea of getting confident. The best way to become confident is to learn to become uncomfortable amidst uncertainty. As a business owner, you're going to be very uncertain. You're never going to know what's going to happen. Next month, you might not make any money. You might be comfortably making 200 grand a month, but it could just be that next month, everything could just go to shit. And when that happens, you'll deal with it. When you have that level of comfort with uncertainty, how can you not be confident? Do you see that? It's a byproduct of being comfortable with whatever happens. So when you're so attached and your internal sense of self-worth is so tied into your business, your relationship, your house, your car, all of these material things that are so subject to change, and you truly believe that, hey, my self-worth is defined by how much money I'm making in my business. My self-worth is defined by how many women I'm sleeping with. Or my self-worth is defined by my six-pack abs. If anything were to happen, you were to sustain some horrific injury or, I don't know, not be able to get it up, or, your business breaks down, then your sense of self-worth would get shattered. So instead of tying your sense of self-worth, putting all of those things in the middle and defining yourself around it, hey, I'm the kind of guy who makes this much money. I'm the kind of guy who, dates these kinds of women. Instead of doing that, you simply put yourself and your journey in the middle. And you start to get more and more comfortable with uncertainty. And you get comfortable with the fact that you don't know. You just don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. But whatever happens, you simply have faith that somehow you're going to figure it out. When you can let go of all of those material things and not tie yourself into it, but see them as extensions of you, right? The money you make is an extension of you. You're in the center. Money's ancillary. Women or men you date, relationships, marriage, your relationship with your partner, your material possessions, your health. When you see those as extensions of your personal growth, your personal journey, your state of awareness, that thing that never changes, then you can't help but be confident, right? So what I'm trying to conclude with this video is stop fucking chasing confidence. Stop trying to be confident. When you try to be confident, you are by definition resisting the opposite, which is the lack of confidence. And whatever you resist will grow stronger. So if you were to hop on a sales call the next time, instead of trying to be confident because you think society's taught you to believe that, hey, if I'm confident, I'm going to be able to make more sales. That's not true. You can still fuck up the sale if you're not confident. If you are confident, right? So anything can happen. Instead of getting attached to some idea that you need this in order to succeed, just become comfortable with whatever happens. And as you keep doing that, as you keep getting comfortable in uncertainty, hey, I'm going to go into this call. I don't know what's going to happen. I might close this deal. I might not close this deal. I'm going to take the call anyways. I'm going to try my best. I'm going to analyze and, identify the prospect's problems. And I'm going to make sure that I focus on the prospect and not me. When you do that, then naturally you let go of the need for confidence and you close the deal anyways, right? So those are the two things I believe have allowed me to build natural confidence, when I stopped worrying about being confident. Because please think about it this way. Do you really think confident people think about being confident? Do you really think they have some skewed notion of, I must try to be confident? I must every single day stand up and try to be confident. No, confident people are fucking vulnerable. People who are so confident, they're not afraid to open up. When you are not afraid to open up to someone, when you're not afraid and you're not guarding, then people start to get scared. They're like, who the fuck is this guy? This guy's like a snake. He's so cold-blooded. He can do anything. He can open up to anyone. He's not guarded. He has nothing to hide. When you have nothing to hide and you're all there and your life is all out there, then you have nothing to lose, right? And that's the definition of confidence. So the more sustainable form of confidence is the one that's tied to that which within you never changes. So ask yourself this: what is it within you that never changes? What has been there when you were 2 years old, 3 years old, 4 years old? What's there when you're 15? What's there when you're 20 that's never changed within you? And that is your internal state, your deepest self, right? The one that watches. So ask yourself this right now. There is something that's watching and witnessing all of this. There's something that's watching and witnessing the thought that happens, the feelings that arise. The feelings change, the thoughts change, the content changes, but the one who watches, the content, never changes. That's been there when you were 4, that's there when you're here, and that's going to be there forever. So when you start to tie yourself more into that, you become more and more aware of that. You wake up to more and more of that. You can't help but be confident. And nothing shakes you, right? The external world or the clouds might change, things might change. And yes, the physical character might feel feelings, but you are not those feelings. And if you are not those feelings, then what is there to worry about? That is confidence. That is true, unshakable confidence. So please don't buy into some misconstrued notion of, you need confidence in order to do something. You don't need confidence. So stop trying to chase it. You're never going to get confident. It is some BS that society makes up to sell you on something. Like, hey, huff and puff your chest and get more confident. The only way you get more confident is by owning yourself and stopping, and not trying to change yourself. All of the qualities that you have, the sensitive nature that you have, the I don't know, whatever the word, I can't really remember, but, the general traits that you have, when you start to own them, you own your uniqueness, your personality type or whatever, you own your own style and you walk your own path, that's when confidence ensues. So, I hope this video was helpful. I wanted to keep this short. Let me know what you thought of this. I'm literally in my house. I can give you a quick tour. But we just moved here like a month ago and we love it. Love owning a house, better than renting, in my personal opinion. Again, that's up for debate. But let me know what you thought of this, if you like this casual style. I just wanted to make it conversational. I like doing those whiteboard videos as well, but I thought this would be cool. So let me know in the comments below what you thought of this. And I'll attach some resources for you to check out in the pinned comments. But yeah, till next time. Peace.